G'day everyone and welcome back. So I wanted to create this channel originally to journal my Pokemon adventure, trying to play competitive Pokemon and improve as a player. But to be completely honest with you, team building is not my strong suit. There's some really amazing content creators and Pokemon trainers out there running damage calculations, predicting meta shifts and building some championship winning teams. I am not one of those people. I'm out here fumbling around with 6 Pokemon just trying to make them work, which is why usually I'll pick up a team that I think is cool and learn the strategies as I go along using that team. Something a little bit different, I thought rather than using one of those teams, I would give myself the challenge of building an all-Australian Pokemon team. As if team building wasn't hard enough, I'm restricting myself to only Pokemon inspired by Australian wildlife. And I really did try to stick as close to the script as possible. So, can I build a functional team or am I going to get completely destroyed? Well, let's jump in and we'll find out. Now, before you think, what on earth am I looking at? Just remember, this is a team inspired by Australian-only wildlife. So, Kangaskhan, obviously inspired by kangaroos. Heliolisk with frilled neck lizards. All I ever hear from people overseas is, oh, there's sharks in the water everywhere. Well, there's not, but there's some, which is why Sharpedo was on there. Crocodile, obviously crocodiles are in the Northern Territory and top end of Queensland. They're everywhere up there. So that's why crocodile's on the team. Toxicroak, while not, I guess, typically an Australian native species, everywhere in Queensland you'll find cane toads. So that's where Toxicroak came from. And spectacled pelicans, that's why Pelipper is on the team. There were a few Pokemon and, well, a few Australian species, a few animals found in Australia that I thought might make the list, but I did think it was a little bit of a stretch, a little bit outside what I would have typically thought as Australian, that being Brumbies, wild horses in Australia, but I wasn't going to put Mudsdale on the team. There are green tree frogs, so I could have put Politoed on the team. There's even a marsupial mouse in the Australian outback that kind of looks like it would be like a Raichu, but I definitely wasn't going to bend the rules to put Raichu on the team. And for alligator, again, another, I suppose, crocodilian, but you have crocodiles in Australia, not alligators. So I ruled out for alligator, and this is what I came up with. The general idea is you set up a shed tail with Heliolisk to get in something else that's going to be protected. Typically that's going to be Sharpedo, and then use coaching on Toxicroak to boost up the Sharpedo's attack and defense whilst it speed boosts for a turn or two. Couple of changes I would probably make to the team after playing some games with it is Double Edge I'd probably replace with Hammer Arm and go min speed on the Kangaskhan to give me a better Trick Room matchup. And I would probably put the Sash on Toxicroak and give Crocodile something else, maybe Life Orb or something like that. Crocodile didn't quite do as much damage as I thought it was going to. And Toxicroak really would benefit from the Sash more than the Shukaberry. So all in all, you'll see how the team goes through the games, and I was quite happy with it. So the rental code is on the team there. No, don't worry. I know no one is going to want to rental code this team, but look, it's there if you want to give it a go, and it was a little bit of fun, and that was the main point of trying to do this exercise. So let's see how I go with it. Okay. Right. Okay. My go-to lead. Okay. Well, hopefully you can help him. Okay, this is going to be the go-to lead. And I think this will work. maybe. So the basic idea is fake out with the Toxicroak and shed tail into Sharpedo, and then start coaching, boosting the Sharpedo. Try and protect the first turn to get the speed boost, and with a coaching boost it will hopefully be able to hit relatively hard and sweep. That's the general idea anyway. Whether that works or not, I don't know, but we'll give it a go. You can tell the person taking ages to pick their team is thinking, what am I looking at? They're about to find out. All right. That's fine. So we're going to shed tail and fake out. Yeah, I thought they may do that. That's fine. Fake out Insin. And then we go into Sharpedo. All right, and then for the first turn we protect and we go for coaching. I did consider Sash on the Toxicroak just so I'm guaranteed to live a hit. And I may still do that, but then I don't know what to put on, what's his name? Crocodile. All right. Now we Mega, and we're going to go for an Ice Fang into you, and or do I want to target the Insin? No, we'll do this. And we'll save Toxicroak for a fake out for another time. So it should be +1 speed, +1 defense, +1 attack on the Sharpedo. Good, I'm glad that I swapped in Pelipper there. And it didn't break the substitute, perfect. Boom, gone. Bye-bye, Dragonite. And that's through multiscale, remember? Multiscale wasn't broken. Yeah, yes, wow. It's fast and it hits hard, but that's about all it does. If it so much as gets sniffed at, it goes down. That's why you need the substitute up for it. It is pretty good. I think we're going to try and protect here, and I would love to try and set up Tailwind. So Heliolisk has got dry skin as well as Toxicroak, and that's why they've both Pelipper and Heliolisk have got Surf, because I can Surf spam and heal them back up. Now this is a -1 wave crash. And what I want to do with you, I'm going to switch Heliolisk in. And if they last respects, then it does nothing into the normal type. Boom, goodbye Incen. That was at -1, remember? Okay, it was in rain and it was waterfall, but that was still -1. That's going to break the sub, which is fine. And it's Life Orb, Basculegion, okay. Heliolisk gets the heal a little bit up, and opponent's Tailwind is now gone, and they bring out Garchomp. Now, do I want to go for an Ice Fang into the Garchomp? I don't know my Thunderbolt calcs. I don't know if Thunderbolt KOs Basculegion. YOLO. I knew one of them was going to protect. That's fine. Ice Fang should just one tap. Yep. Rough skin damage, that's okay. Dry skin heals up Heliolisk some more. Battling and a forfeit. Well, there we go. What do you reckon, Will? All Australia team. So there was a couple of contenders that I wanted to put on there, but I thought they were a little bit of a stretch in terms of what would be a Australian Pokemon. A little bit of a stretch, but there's rabbits everywhere in the outback and camels. But I definitely wasn't going to put a Camerupt on the team. I thought that was definitely a stretch. There's Brumbies down in the ACT, but I definitely wasn't putting Mudsdale on there. Okay, now I've played with this team. I know this team, and I do not know how this team beats that team. Having rain there is good. Heliolisk is pretty good, though, into Charizard and Aerodactyl. I do have the Sugarberry on Toxicroak for Earthquake or Stomping. I think I'm just going to go the same strat. I don't want Crocodile because of Intimidate, although it would be good into Cringe Gambit. Kangaskhan. No, Kangaskhan doesn't really do anything for me either here. We'll lock that in. Kangaskhan, I'm considering changing the moves and spread on to be, instead of max attack, max speed, just max HP, and give it Hammer Arm so I can have a Trick Room answer like this one. Okay. Sylveon's going to go Hyper Voice, which is going to go through Sub anyway, through Shed Tail. So I don't know if I like doing that. Hyper Voice. And I'm going to switch into Sharpedo. Everything is fast on my team. That's the only downside. Yeah, there's a Hyper Voice. Sharpedo goes down straight away. Yeah, see, this is the only bad thing about this team. Everything is so frail. But you know what? I'm still going to try. Yeah. If they really wanted to counter something with that, why wouldn't you just put Twin Beam on there? I'm going to CC you and CCU and Hurricane into you. Yeah, I don't understand Psychic Fangs. But, you know, all power to them, if that's what they want to do. Thank you for your service, Pelipper. Okay, so this game's a bit of a wipe, but I hadn't considered the matchup into this. Maybe I need to go back to the drawing board on this one. Maybe it was a Kangaskhan game after all. It's a little bit of overkill, considering it is Toxicroak. Hyper Voice would have been fine. There was no need to Hyper Beam. Look, I got one win. That was all I wanted. I just wanted the one win. I got the one win. I'll still play a couple more. If I can get a couple more wins, that'd be great. But one win, I think I'm happy with. Okay. This is, I think, a variation on the team that James Beck just used. That was, it was Lumberry Swagger. So Swagger on the Bennett and Lumberry on the Sneasler. He had Arch and Politoed. He didn't have Aegislash though. Okay. Scrappy Fake Out, he I think is good. I am still going to bring you. And do I want Pelipper or Toxicroak? Having the Croak is probably not too bad. They're probably going to bring... Hello, Ella. Do you have to... Ella is my cat, by the way. I'm not just talking to no one. There is a cat in my lap. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I see you there. Stop tangling yourself in the cords. There you go. Damn cat. Yes, Ella. All right, I'm going to not Mega, and I'm going to go for Scrappy Fake Out. And this is where I kind of wish I had a single target move, ground move, but From memory, the Bennett didn't have Protect, but it did have Destiny Bond. Do I want to sack? Yeah, we'll just go for a knockoff. Okay, Sneasler protects. Yes, Ella. Stop being annoying. That's big damage on Bennett. And knockoff. Okay, so that gets rid of that. So there's no more Lumberry swagger shenanigans going on here. Arch. Right. Mega Evolve Sucker into you, and then I'm actually going to switch into Toxicroak because I have a feeling that close combat's going to be going into that Crocodile. Yes, he has Sash, but I don't want that Sash to get broken just yet. Sucker Punch. It's something. And, oh, just a Rock Slide. Okay. That I think I'm okay with. What's Arch going for? Flash Cannon. Okay. Right, now... Now we have a decision to make. Oh, it was throat. What was it? Throat Chop CC Rock Slide. All right. Protect with you, and we're gonna CC. No, I'm going to go for a coaching. Oh, timed out. Whoops. Protect, I got the Protect in at least. Toxicroak goes for CC, but it went into Sneasler, which I didn't really want to happen. If I got a coaching boost onto Kangaskhan there, I think I was in a much better spot. But, look, it is what it is. Yeah, but... What, Ella? Well, come on then. That's a good switch. Knowing that I would have taken the... That's good damage on the Arch. I'm not unhappy about that. And they probably just go for... Electro Shot. Into Toxicroak, okay. That's fine. I don't mind that. Go into Heliolisk. And do you reckon Sucker KO's Arch from here? I can try. They probably switch out, but that's okay, I think. Well, no, it's not going to be enough. Not with the stamina boosts. Whoops. That's okay. If it did, I was in a much better spot. But again, that's really good damage on Politoed as well. Politoed is bulky. Snarl. Ooh, went for the raw hypnosis. Alright, I'm going to switch you in, and I'm locked into Thunderbolt, which is fine. It won't KO Politoed at -1, I don't think, with the damage that it did the first time. But, I mean, if they do go for Electroshock into Kangaskhan, then... Alright, Protect. Snarl. Hi, Ella. Electroshot. Surely that's going into Crocodile. Yes, good call. Okay, we like that. And then... knock off you to get rid of leftovers, and then you're getting Thunderbolted. So with the Bennett not getting the swagger onto Sneasler, it means that it didn't proc Unburden either. So when it comes back in, thank you, Focus Sash. Heliolisk is almost back to full, which is fantastic. I really hope knockoff KOs from here. Yeah, but it's probably the better call, but I didn't want Heliolisk to die prematurely, because with him going down, I've got Fake Out again, so I can Fake Out the Sneasler, but they might call that. I need to get rid of this Arch. I think it's got too much stamina boosts now. Yeah, I could have faked out the Arch, but then I just would have given it another stamina boost. There's only one way that I'm going to get through this Arch. At least it doesn't have leftovers anymore. Fake Out into Arch. Thunderbolt. Yeah. I mean, I still get one more attack off with Heliolisk. Do you think I do 9% to Arch with Thunderbolt resisted? Definitely, maybe. Hey! I'm as surprised as you, don't worry. But Heliolisk coming through. Hey, that's 2 wins. Oh, here we go. See, this is one where I wish I had Hammer Arm on the Kangaskhan instead of Double Edge. Slow Kangaskhan with Hammer Arm. Do I go with Heliolisk? Toxic. See, Farig is annoying because it blocks the fake out and it just destroys Toxicroak. Because the other thing I can do is Shed Tail out into Pelipper instead. But it depends on what they bring. Because they're probably looking at this and going, what am I looking at? Which I'm sure a lot of people would think, having a look at the team in front of them. Might play 5 games with it and see if I can get at least 3-2. If I can get 3-2, then I think I'll be happy. I don't know what that says. Yeah, definitely Shed Tailing out here and fake out into you. And if they switch Frigg in, then fine. Yeah, this is probably Frigg coming in, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. Which is fine. As long as they don't fake out Heliolisk, that is. Well, even if they do, it's not the end of the world, because I can just go for it again next turn. What are they going for? They're attacking. Okay. No fake out from the Kangaskhan. Right. We'll go you, Sharpedo. Behind a substitute. Double edge. Okay, substitute will break on the first one, but that's fine. Oh, that did so much damage. It's not supposed to do that much damage. Okay, protect, and we'll go for coaching. It is a little bit gimmicky, the team. I get it, but look, how often do you get to see Sharpedo? Yeah, Psyche's just going to KO. See, maybe that's where I do need the sash on the Toxicroak instead. Because Sugarberry... Alright, there's my rain. And then I'm going to Mega and... 80, 65, 80. I think rain boosted waterfall into you and then switch out into you. I can see Farig going for a Thunderbolt or something here, which will still do a bit to Heliolisk, but hopefully not too much. What are these going to do? Bye-bye, Kangaskhan. Yep, there's the Thunderbolt. Okay. Cool. And it was a crit. Dry Skin's going to heal up. Perfect. Okay. Now, what have they got in the back? King Gambit. I don't have enough to shed tail out just yet. I think a crunch there. And do I want to Hyper Voice or Thunderbolt? Yep, I think Thunderbolt into Gambit is the go there. That's good damage. It's okay, I know what you meant. Strong Jaws boosted crunch KOs for Rig. And low kick, yeah, that's fine. Dry skin. Now, what do you reckon they've got in the back? Do you reckon it's Torkoal? Sylveon. Do we think Sylveon is going to Hyper Voice? I think Sylveon is going to Hyper Voice. So I'm going to Wide Guard and Thunderbolt. And hope that it was a low roll on the King Gambit the first time. Ah, don't KO. That's bad. Well, there's the Hyper Voice. I just wish we had lived the Sucker Punch. Oh. Hyper Voice. Don't KO. Oh. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. Okay, 2-2. One more to go. Can we go more than even? What am I looking at here? Mega Pinsir? Oh, it's a Storm Throw. Storm Throw into Tauros shenanigans. Okay. Okay. I think the standard was going to be good. Oh, I think my OBS just dropped out. Reconnection successful. Okay. Sorry. I think my internet just dropped out for a second, but I am back. The stream is dead. No, so it was. I think it was my internet just dropped out. Right. Garg and Wims. Oh Jesus! What is this? Shed Tail, Fake Out. If I'm ever going to get the Sharpedo strat to work, it's probably going to be with this lead, I think. Okay. That doesn't count. we're not counting that one. Even though it's a win, we're not counting that one as a win. We've got to get a proper win. One more. Okay. What is this? Meowstic? Staraptor? Is it Mega Meowstic though? Because who brings Mega Meowstic? Yeah, I mean, there's a few of the new Megas they really did dirty. Meowstic was one of them. Scolipede was another one who you could have given some sort of reasonable ability to. Mega Embor? Like... Still, they cooked with Scovillain, so... Oh, Ella, what are you doing? Stop being annoying, cat. Meowstic gets Fake Out too, doesn't it? Yeah, Embor. Just give it Reckless, like... Okay, we just trade Fake Outs, that's fine. Now what's Meowstic going to do? I forget how Fake Out works. If I get faked out when I didn't use a move... Oh yeah, okay, let's go with that. And switch out into you, I think. Cinny. Staraptor protects. Switch back into you and then protect with you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Strongjaw Crunch will get it, yeah. I mean, we saw what it did before. It's pretty strong. Yeah. So they've got Grimmsnarl and Meowstic. So they're banking everything on... Well, Speed Boost isn't great, but... Just going to Fake Out into you and then Mega and Crunch into... Yeah, YOLO. I mean, I thought about switching Pelly in. Because that would also be good into the Sinister. Sinister's just going to Matcha here. Sharpedo avoids. Yes, come on, Shark. All right, are you ready? How much damage is this going to do? Boom. Of course it's Focus Sash. But that's fine. It's totally fine. This is weird. I don't know what to do now. I definitely don't want Sharpedo in there anymore. I'm going to rip close combat into you and then switch into Pelly. That's cool. You can do that. Spirit Break. And CC. Okay. Good damage. Thank you, Dry Skin. All right. I think we're okay here. How many turns of Trick Room? I missed that. Oh yeah, I'm definitely surfing. It's just what do I do with Toxicroak? There we go. This will work. Thank you, Dry Skin. Oh, how does Grimmsnarl survive? Oh, it's a -1. It's like, why does Grimmsnarl survive that? But that makes sense. All right, Meowstic. What shenanigans are you going to get up to? I think I can Shed Tail if I have enough HP. I can definitely... Okay, that's fine. You Spirit Breaking into Heliolisk. Okay, of course you are. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. All right. Now I think we bring the shark back out. Only thing about the shark now is that it doesn't have the speed boost. Which is fine. T-Wave, okay. Maybe I should have gone for that Tailwind parting shot. If this is Star Raptor, it's eating a Hurricane. Even at -1, that's going to do a lot of damage. Surely that KOs, yep. Sash was already on Sinistra. Oh, it is -2 now. Still going to do a lot of damage. Okay, that's funny. Hey, look, that was a legitimate win against a legitimate team, and that's 3-2. So, look, I don't think the team is a massive success, but, you know, that was a bit of fun. Who says that Australian Pokemon can't perform well in Master Ball Tier 3? It's a bit of fun, and that was all it was supposed to be, which was nice. So I'm happy about it. And look, I don't think Mega Sharpedo is ever going to be a meta staple, but you see how much damage it does. Once it gets going, it can. I did consider having Ariados for redirection to try and keep it a little bit safer. But I thought the Shed Tail was also another way to try and keep it safe. And it kind of works, sort of. All right, what is this I'm looking at? Mega Feraligatr? Wow, okay. Heliolisk. Heliolisk I need. Am I worried about... Do I need Intimidate? Probably not. Is this a Kangaskhan game? No. I think we can get away without Kangaskhan. I think we just roll with the normal 4 for now. Don't like this one. Alolan Ninetales makes Crocodile difficult, as Feraligatr also makes it difficult. Also can get intimidated. Surely it's Mega Feraligatr. That was the only potential Mega on the team, which is cool to see. You don't often see a Mega Feraligatr. Feraligatr was the other one that I considered having on the team, but technically Feraligatr is an alligator, which we don't get in Australia. It'd have to be a crocodile, which is why Crocodile was there. Dragon Dance. Okay, Feraligatr protects. And we're going to go into Sharpedo, so it's behind the decoy. Decoy breaks, which is less than ideal. White Herb procs. And I think Heliolisk is probably going to have to get sacked here, unfortunately. Oh, they're doing their own coaching shenanigans. Okay. You think? depends. Is Scarf Heliolisk faster than Unburden Sneasler? Oh, now it's getting big. No, it is not. You are very right. Well, now we're boned. I do have Fake Out now, though. Who's faster, the shark or the alligator? Oh yeah, that's not even nearly enough. I mean, it did 50%. Do we think Feraligatr protects here? I think Feraligatr is going to protect here. Show me protect. Yep. This is going to hurt. Oh, of course it's Sash. Ah, freeze tries. Ooh, oh, we live. And we don't freeze. Okay. Oh, his sin is just healing. It's going to take it out of range. What have they got? Ninetales in the back. Do you reckon Hyper Voice KOs from here? Hyper Voice surely gets the KO from here. Doesn't affect Sinistra, which is fine. Just KO the Feraligatr. Yes. Now we just need Hurricane to kill Sinistra. Booyah! Go Heliolisk. Hyper Voice Surf, yeah. I mean, I don't like risking Hurricane, but surely Surf gets it from here. You've got to believe, and the Sinistcha. Doesn't affect Sinistcha, takes out the Ninetales. Surf will then heal up Heliolisk. Not that it matters, but it just needs to do a couple of percent to Sinistcha. Hooray! And I call that another legitimate win. The man can play. Oh, well, that was a good couple of games, actually. I know. Hey, look, a win is a win. The RNG gods giveth, the RNG gods taketh away, and I will count that as a win any day. I think that will do for this team. I'm actually quite happy about how that went. Just quietly. It has a thing that it does, and it does it okay when it gets going. No one is ever going to want to use it. But that's fine. So there you go. An all-Australia inspired Pokemon team that I don't think did too badly. I would have been happy with one win, but to get as many as I did, I think was a little bit of a surprise. Like I said, team building is not my strong suit. The fact that I got any wins at all was a surprise. And look, all in all, the team was just a bit of fun to try and pilot. The Sharpedo itself, as frail as it is, those Ice Fangs and Crunches do hit really hard and took a couple of surprise one-hit KOs. So look, there is some bones to the team, to a reasonable team. It's never going to be championship winning, but as I said, it was just a challenge for myself to see if I could build a team that would get, at least one win. So I'm quite happy. Look, thanks very much for staying till the end if you did, and hopefully I'll see you again in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.